What's going on, my people? It's your boy, Mr. Getting It Done. We are out here on site at our project. We're just getting things done. We're working in the basement today, changing out basement windows, doing the good and fun stuff. However, I wanted to make this quick video to talk about and address a question that came in the comment section of my last video, which was how to build credit. Like, how would I recommend building credit? I believe is what it was. So let's get right to it, man. Let me drop these jewels for you, my man. Pull out your notebook, pen and paper. So when it comes to building credit, right, there's a lot of people don't know that we can start building our kids' credit, our children's credit, as early as 13 years old, okay? Even my 10-year-old, you know, she has 3 credit cards that I've gotten for her, you know what I'm saying, and that she utilizes responsibly, and I've been showing her, you know what I'm saying, how to make transactions and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother video. But the point is that we can start building our children's credit as early as 13. Now, I'm not affiliated with any banks or anything like that. I'm not getting paid, so I really don't like to name drop. However, I want to save you some time, and I'm going to give you one gem. So Bank of America, okay, will allow you to, as early as 13. There's another bank, there's another credit card that would allow you go as early as, I think, 8, 9, 10. I won't drop that one, though. Again, I'm going to give you one gem, and that's Bank of America. So if you go out and you get a Bank of America credit card, obviously Bank of America is a major bank. You got to have good credit. I believe it's 740 in order to qualify for one of their credit cards. And once you get their credit card, you can go ahead and add your children as an authorized user, and then you'll start building their credit. Nugget most people don't know. Now, let's say, for example, you know, you don't have good credit and you want to get a Bank of America credit card. You can go out, and as long as you got a 480 or higher, you can get a secure credit card with Bank of America, right? You put down 300 minimum. You can, you know, because it's secured, you can put down whatever you want, 3, 5, 1,000, 1,200, whatever the case is, and you pay that for a year on time. You use it responsibly, and then Bank of America will send you back your money that you put down, whatever it is, 500, 1,000, and a check, and then they'll send you your money back, and then they'll convert the card over to an unsecured card, which is, at that point, then you can add an authorized user. So there's 2 ways to slice that pie. I just gave you both of them. So get your, you know, get your kids involved as early as you can. You know what I'm saying? Get them involved in transactions, get them involved in, you know, at the supermarket, let them ring things in, let them use the card, let them charge it up, let them read you back the receipt. That's how I got my little girl. She knows how to read back the receipt, the taxes, you know, the sales tax. She knows how to do the math, all that. And she's 10 years old, right? She can walk in there, do a transaction, beginning to end, not ask me a question. I've been teaching her since she was able to walk, you know what I mean? So that's number one, right? The number one is we can start building our children's credit at 13 years old, okay? And then number 2 is, if you don't have any credit, no credit's like having bad credit. So if you don't have 0 credit, you might have to start off with a secure credit card. Or you can go out and get these, you know, these My Jewelers accounts, you know what I'm saying, these trade lines that you have to pay, you know, $100 to become a member, or yearly membership or something like that. And then they'll give you a $5,000 you know, credit card to use on their website to just buy jewelry, right? You can go that route. I don't really recommend that because My Jewelers just got shut down. So when that happens, you know what I'm saying, you go out, you pay a $100 membership, and then My Jewelers is no longer reporting, you know, to people's credit. So a lot of these gurus out here, they'll tell you to go out and get these trade lines, right? And they'll tell you to stay away from the secured credit cards. You can go out and get these trade lines. They're big money trade lines, and they got a point. But when stuff like, you know, when stuff like My Jewelers happens, where they stop reporting, then what? Then what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? If you go out and you get a secured credit card or a secured loan, that's not going anywhere. That's gonna continue to report until you pay it off. Or even if you have a credit card, it's gonna keep going until you you know, it's gonna keep going until you close it. You know what I'm saying? So that's always gonna report, and then you build in history. So that's part of your credit score. So you know, saying go out, get a secure credit card, or get a credit card or a secure loan, or have somebody add you as an authorized user to their credit card to build your portfolio, to allow you to go out and get a credit card without needing a secured card or a loan, right? So there's the fundamental way, if you have zero credit, is to either go secured credit card or auto or loan, whatever, or have somebody add you as an authorized user to their card to build your credit profile to allow you to go out and apply for a credit card on your own without going secured. Now, some of the credit cards to apply for when you have zero credit, Capital One. Capital One is one of the easiest credit cards to get approved for. Okay, again, I'm not affiliated with Capital One, dropping another gem. So when it comes to building credit, you start off small. You start off with things that you can manage, right? You can start off with, credit cards, auto loans. Make sure you pay them on time. Make sure you pay them in advance. Make sure they're timely. Never pay them off early, right? You don't want to. So if you understand the credit pie chart, age is part of your credit score. It's part of the credit mix. So when you get a 5-year loan, 4-year loan, whatever the case is, you don't want to pay it off early because that actually hurts you. A lot of people don't know that. So pay it off over time, right? You can throw down a lump sum to pay it down to eat up all the interest, but just keep paying it over time. Keep it open for that 4 or 5 years, again, because age is 15% of your credit score. So most people don't know, when they go out and they pay off their car loan or they pay off this, they pay off that, and they pay it off early, their score goes down, thinking that they think their score is going to go up, and that's why. So building credit fundamentally starts with low limits, secure loans. You can go out and get the trade lines, the My Jewelers and stuff like that. They have a bunch of them out there. And then you just your payment history is 35%. So it has to be on time. I recommend paying it early, whatever it is, whenever your payment's due, pay that bad boy early. And then, just stay consistent with it. Time in, time in, time in. And then as you start to age, right, as you start to get a year or two under your belt of consecutive payment history, of, responsibly managing your credit card, then you start applying for the higher tier cards, right? Because when they go to look at your credit report, they're going to see that you've been consistent. They're going to see that you've been paying on time. They're going to see what your score is. They're going to see what your limits are. And then, they're gonna go ahead and extend you credit based on that. So fundamentally, to start building credit, you start off with a secure loan or have somebody in your family, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, whatever, add you as an authorized user to give you some history. And then you go out and you apply for the low level cards, right? Capital One's a good example, right? Don't go out and try to get an American Express or whatever, or Bank of America, because it's not gonna happen. So you get a low level card, you use that responsibly for a year or two, and then you go out and you apply for the higher tier cards. Now, there's nothing quick about building your credit. Like, this is like a misconception. Like, you have to be patient. It's going to take some time, right? You need to build credit over time. Okay, so don't, you get your first credit card, maybe they give you a $300 or $500 limit, and then you're like, oh, word, a year later, you're like, oh, I'm about to go. Nah, it doesn't happen that way. You know what I'm saying? The more that you use your credit cards responsibly, they'll increase your limits over time, and then you'll be able to qualify for higher tier cards. So be patient. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. And then, every account, you want at least 5 accounts reporting, right, to your credit report. That's how you build that's how you build depth in your credit profile, is you need at least 5 accounts reporting. So that can be a secure credit card, that can be an unsecured credit card, an auto loan, a student loan, a mortgage, it can be whatever, but you need at least 5, right? So if you don't want to go out and apply for 5 different loans, just go out and get like 1 credit card, and then get like 2 or 3 secure credit cards, and maybe you add an auto loan after a year of you paying your credit cards on time. You go out and you get a small auto loan, right? Not something extravagant, you get a small one, right? But the goal is to build up to 5 accounts reporting on your credit. That's going to build your score a lot faster. That's going to build out your profile, because when lenders look at your profile, they're looking for depth. How many credit lines are you able to manage responsibly, right? If you got different types of credit, right? Credit mix is another one, 10%. So if you got different types of credit on your credit report and you're managing them responsibly, then that's great for you in the lender's eyes. Okay, so long video, wanted to throw that out there. Hope that answers your questions. Any more questions, my man, drop them in the comment box, DM me. I'm out here trying to share my knowledge, trying to share gems. We out here changing the world one day at a time, baby. So I hope everyone's well, hope everyone's healthy. You know what I'm saying? Stay vigilant, stay beautiful, set daily goals, set achievable goals, go out and smash them. Let's get it.